Hi, in this video we are going to discuss the hot standby feature on Huawei firewalls. First we are going to discuss the basic principles or the basic concepts of the hot standby feature, and then we will be looking at various application or deployment scenarios for the hot standby feature using Huawei firewalls. If you look at the Huawei hot standby feature, the different protocols that we use in implementing hot standby with Huawei firewalls include the VRRP protocol, which stands for Virtual Router Redundancy Protocol. We also have VRRP Group Management Protocol, and then we have the HRP or Huawei Redundancy Protocol. These three protocols work in collaboration, work together to provide us with the overall hot standby protocol system or hot standby implementation in a Huawei firewall situation scenario or Huawei firewall network. If you look at VRRP, the concept of VRRP is that in VRRP or Virtual Router Redundancy Protocol, we can have, for example, two firewalls. One of the firewalls can be acting or working in the active mode, and the other firewall can be working in the standby mode, which means that the traffic is being forwarded through the active firewall. But if the active firewall goes down, then the traffic would be forwarded through the standby firewall. How this happens is, or how this is implemented is that the active firewall, there would be a virtual IP address which we configure on the two firewalls. This virtual IP address would be used or assumed by the active firewall, and all the traffic which is destined for this virtual IP address or working as the default gateway, the traffic which is going to be forwarded through this virtual IP address is actually going to be forwarded through the firewall A. However, if firewall A goes down, or if the firewall A is unable to forward traffic through itself, then automatically the standby firewall will take over this virtual IP address, and then the traffic which is going to be forwarded through this virtual IP address will actually be forwarded through firewall B. How this is implemented is that the firewalls A and B, they exchange hello packets with each other, and if the firewall B, which is the standby firewall, does not receive any hello packets from firewall A, then it will automatically start forwarding traffic for the virtual IP address. Or in other cases, if the firewall A's priority becomes low as compared to the standby firewall, even then the standby firewall will take over as the active firewall. If we have multiple VRRP groups and we want them to, their status to be consistent with each other, we can use the VGMP. VGMP is actually a protocol which we call the VRRP Group Management Protocol, which is used to overcome some of the shortcomings or some of the limitations of VRRP. By using VGMP, we can make sure that multiple VRRP groups, the status of those groups remain consistent with each other, and the traffic flow can be managed consistently or can be harmonized between the active and the standby firewall. VGMP hello packets are also exchanged between the firewalls to make sure that the firewalls or the VGMP module within the firewalls can manage the different groups which are being controlled by VGMP, different VRRP groups which are being controlled by VGMP. And then finally, HRP or Huawei Redundancy Protocol. The HRP or Huawei Redundancy Protocol is the protocol which runs between Huawei firewalls in order to make sure that the status information of different sessions which are established through the firewall or the configuration information between the two firewalls remains consistent between these firewalls, which means that if one firewall goes down, the other firewall already has all the configuration information and all the status information on the active firewall, and as soon as the standby firewall takes over as the active firewall, it can use that information to keep forwarding the traffic which was previously being forwarded by the active firewall. So this means that HRP is responsible for making sure that whenever there is a switch over, whenever there is a shifting from the active to the standby firewall, the standby firewall will already have all the required information to keep forwarding the traffic seamlessly. If you look at the configuration roadmap using these using the hot standby feature or using VRRP, VGMP and HRP protocols. And there are different scenarios if you want to configure VGMP group to choose to be implemented. So we have one of these options available. We can either have a layer 3 service interfaces connected to switches, which means that the service interfaces of the firewall, that is the interfaces which are used for forwarding the traffic through the firewall, they can either be running at layer 3 in the first two scenarios, or they could be running at layer 2. So if they are running at layer 3, they could either be connected to switches, or they could be connected to routers, or in the third scenario we could have the layer 2 service interfaces or the firewall service interfaces acting at layer 2. In this particular case, the configuration in these three particular cases would be different. So for example, in first scenario, you monitor the layer 3 service interfaces through VRRP groups. In this situation where we have the routers connected, we use HRP to track these interfaces, and in case of layer 2 interfaces, we use HRP to track the VLANs connected to these interfaces. Once we select one of these mechanisms based on our connectivity model, then we have to configure the heartbeat interface, which is responsible between the firewalls, which is responsible for exchanging HRP information between the firewalls. And then we do the rest of the configuration, which means that we enable the HRP backup function, we configure the HRP backup mode, and then we check the configurations on the firewalls whether they're consistent or not, and then we can do the verification. So let's take a look at these configuration steps one by one. So the first application scenario that we are going to look at is that on the firewall if we have the firewall which is connected to upstream and downstream routers, since the routers, if the firewall is not connected to switches on the upstream and the downstream side, it's connected to routers, we cannot have VRRP, because VRRP runs on multicast and we need to have layer 2 connectivity between the two firewalls. So in this scenario, we can use the HRP track interface. So for example, on firewall, we are configuring HRP track interface, interface type and interface number, which means that if this particular interface goes down, the HRP can immediately shift the traffic or move the traffic from the active to the standby firewall. So this, you can see that if an interface monitored by VGMP group is faulty, the priority of this VGMP group is decreased by 2, which in other words means that the traffic will be shifted from the active to the standby firewall, because now the priority of the active firewall has been decreased by 2. Similarly, what we can have is if the firewall is configured for layer 2 service interfaces, in this case what we can do is that we can configure the HRP track VLAN command and give the VLAN ID of the or VLAN number of the VLAN which is connected to the layer 2 interfaces. If any of the interfaces which is connected to this VLAN goes down, then the firewall is going to switch, or the HRP module within the firewall is going to switch from the active to the standby firewall, once again by decreasing the VGMP group priority by 2. Here you can see that the service interfaces are in routing mode, and here the service interfaces are in switching mode, and this is the logic why we use HRP track to track the interface and HRP to track the VLAN ID or the VLAN. So since routers cannot transparently transmit VRRP packets, so we have to use HRP track interface command in order to switch the traffic from the active to the standby firewall. Similarly, if you have layer 2 interfaces, we've already looked at this configuration in the previous 2 slides. And similarly, if we have layer 2 service interfaces, since we cannot track the interface status because these are layer 2 interfaces, firewall is acting in transparent mode, then we have to track the VLAN status in order for the firewall to switch from the active to the standby firewall. Similarly, another important feature which we can use is the OSPF cost adjustment. This means that if a firewall is connected to routers, directly to the routers, and if there is a switchover from the active to the standby firewall, we want the firewall to make sure that it does not use, or the return path of the traffic does not use the previously active firewall, and the return traffic is also forwarded towards the standby firewall. For this, we have to enable the OSPF cost adjustment, and we give the HRP adjust OSPF cost enable command, and then we add the amount of metric or the value of metric which is going to be added to the original metric. If we do not assign any cost value, add cost value, by default the value it advertises 65,500. If we give this add command, then this means that it is going to add the value, whichever value we give here, by the add cost command. By default, the value added is 100. If we give a value by giving the add cost metric here, then instead of 100, that particular value will be added to the original cost. So this is how, these are the basic principles or the basic concepts of VRRP, VGMP and HRP. In the next video, we are going to look at the various deployment scenarios or various application scenarios of hot standby feature on firewalls.